Hi folks, Michael Collins again on Tuesday, September 6th. We're testing beer number 6 of our Japanese beers. This one's in a can. One thing I want to do is, just for the heck of it, pour a little into this testing glass, see if what happens. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick with this idea here. We're going to try to eliminate water interference with the radiation readings, if there is indeed any radiation in this beer that is unnatural, by filtering it. We'll let that go down a little bit and just do a little live testing of that little dish of beer. So we'll get the inspector fired up, 100% calibrated. We're doing counts per minute. Usually jumps high in the first little bit. We know that right now the average counts per minute are 35.3. Let this settle down a little bit. Possibly it's picking up on that little glass of beer, but not glass, dish of it, but we'll just find out. Let's just go on down. What we're going to do, we're just going to take a 10-minute average of that right now while we get the beer to go down. So we're going to turn it off, go to timer, fire her up again, 100% calibrated, 10 minutes, and I'm going to make sure that it's not overflowing. It isn't. So here we go. You're going to go right on top of the beer, none of the filtering stuff. It's just a little bit of the beer. But while we're taking that 10-minute average, we'll continue with getting it through this filter. Last beer we tested, a dark beer, number 5, the actual filtered beer seemed to be giving indications of excessive radiation. As it turned out, when we tested the filter, it was 21.5% above background. Just adding a little bit more, sort of kill two birds with one stone by filtering this entire can of beer and taking this 10-minute average on the small amount of unfiltered beer that was poured into that non-radioactive glass that's underneath the inspector. Now, for you first-timers, at risk of boring you vets, what we're doing is we're taking a 10-minute average and we're going to compare it to a 10-minute average of the background radiation here and radiation station. Our most recent background yielded a number of 35.3 counts per minute. That was averaged over a 10-minute period. What I want here on the right to happen is that entire head to collapse, so we can then fold up those filters, which are nothing more than simple coffee filters, and give them a 10-minute average. This will also give us an indication, depending on the final result with the filter, of what a small amount of beer yields compared to the entire beer being filtered, albeit with a triple layer of simple coffee filter. So now our 10-minute averaging has come to an end, and we have a total on that small amount of beer in our testing tray of 42.3 counts per minute, because it's 423 divided by 10. We have a background of 35.3, so that's 7. And you divide it by the background. And you come up with 19.8% over background for the tray with the small amount of beer. Very interesting. Now we're going to close this video out. We're going to come back and we're going to test that filter.